All right, ladies, a very good evening to all of you. I hope you guys are doing good, and I would request all of you to start your videos. A digital hi to everyone. Just a second, I will just switch my. A digital hi to everyone. I hope you guys are doing good, and let's get started with this session. So, welcome to Forever Star India's training session 2 for your talent round 2. I hope you guys, are excited for this one as well, because today we have another special expert with us. Along with that, like you all know, the grand finale is very nearby. It's happening in December in Marriott Jaipur, with all of you becoming a huge essential part of it. And alongside to it, we'll have city winners, state winners, and national winners, commemorating the entire event. And of course, today we have a social media influencer with us who will be talking about, the importance of photography and how to execute self-portrait photo shoots. Also, to ensure how correctly you can, boost your social media presence in the right way. But before that, we have a very special guest, with us, who is another candidate of Forever Star India, who managed to achieve the highest score in her respective batch from Talent Round 2. So who better than her to just give you a gist of what was her experience with Talent Round 2 and what theme did she choose. So I would like to invite Sonal with us, Sonal Wadhwa. She's also won the contest today as the best video editor, and she was the highest scorer in her talent round 2. So Sonal, can we please have you on board?
Hi everyone. Hello. Good evening. I hope you all are doing well. So I have been the contestant of FSI from since couple of months, and it's been a long journey till date. And I'm feeling very blessed to be a part of FSI family. So I wanted to start about. I wanted to give a brief review about what how my talent round 2 was, and I wanted to tell something about the talent round 2, like what kind of makeup you can choose and what kind of act you can do in the talent round 2. So Harry ma'am, can I continue? So first, I would like to introduce myself. Hi everyone, my name is Sonal Wadhwa Arora. I am a professional certified makeup artist, and my secondary profession, I am a beauty influencer and a fashion stylist. I also design my clothes, and I have a small business. I run my own business of couture, where I design clothes for people and for myself, obviously. So I like designing new clothes. I love makeup. I love fashion. I love beauty, and I hope that I could make. And through this platform, I hope that I could make a mark in this industry. So one day I was, just lying down in when the COVID was going on, and that time it was lockdown a couple of months ago in March or April. I was lying on my bed and doing rest, and I was scrolling the social media apps, the Facebook and Instagram, and then I got to know about Forever Star India Awards, and I always wanted to like be a part of beauty pageant, so I took part in Mrs. Capital of India last year as well. But, however, due to this COVID thing, I was not able to attend that. But then I got opportunity, and then I registered in FSI. This is how I get into I got this platform. I took part in multiple contests. So talking about talent round 2, so the talent round 2 is all about the makeup and your act. So you can choose a act related which is directly related or indirectly related to your life. So I can give you a couple of examples, like you can act as an, you can take a character from a movie, you can say, or you can play a role of related which is directly related to you. So firstly I shortlisted couple of options. I thought that I would do first I thought I would be a single mother, because my mom is a single mother. I lost my father at a very young age. I was sorry for this. I was I think 13 or 14, and I have two siblings of mine, and I'm so sorry for this. And I have two siblings of mine. So, I was the elder one in my family. So I always have the pressure, I have to always motivate them. I do not want to let them go. So I wanted to do something which is directly related to my life. I shortlisted couple of options. So first I thought that I would do, I would act as a single mother, because it's not easy to be a single mother. Then I thought, I have a friend of mine which is a lesbian, and she's in Canada right now. So I thought that I should play a role of LGBT community. I did a makeup for the LGBT community, supporting them, and I have posted on my Instagram as well. So I called my friend and I asked her, she is completely a different person in society. So her parents don't know that, she is a lesbian, because, whenever she goes with their parents in parties and all, she act as like she's, she's looking for like the other people. She is a girl and she's looking up to the men and she's interested in men. However, she is completely different in her personal life, which is she is a lesbian. I think she should, it's a high time she should like tell her parents. Earlier they were living in Delhi only, but now they are settled in Canada. And I think even if like Canada is completely a different country, people are accepting this kind, the LGBT. And because I believe love is not about the female and male. Love is not about the men or women. Love is not about the girl or something. Love is about, not about the gender. Love is something that is completely, you should not compare it to the gender. So I thought that I should do something related to the LGBT. And I watched couple of videos as well, where people act as, you can act as an angel, because this the current situation which is going on right now, the COVID situation is going on, and we always, everyone needs an angel. Everyone needs an angel in their life. You can wear, yeah, what you can say, you can wear a like dress, a flary gown, or a flowy gown, you can say, and you can wear a crown or a tiara. And you can say, you can prepare, keep it short and crisp, and you can prepare a couple of lines, and you can say that we need, everyone need an angel in their life. The situation that is going on right now, uh, related to COVID, and if people are, not well, some people are like in hospital, and they always, pray to God. They always need some angel in their life, or anything, like if there a person is in any bad situation or going through in their life, so they need an angel in their life. So you can choose any topic related to your life. You can choose, like I have given you a couple of examples, like angel, LGBT community, single mother, or related to any movie character. And if you're a fun-filled person, then you can choose any, that, like I am a makeup influencer, so I could have chosen like anything, fashion movie. So you can take the example of fashion movie, and you can take the Shania, which played the role in fashion movie. So anything related to anything which revolves around your hobbies. So you can take the you can choose anything and play the part of that. So this is all the talent round about. And if you don't know about makeup, some girls will think that we don't know makeup, we don't know how to do the perfect makeup, we don't know how to contour your jawlines and look perfect in front of camera. That is absolutely fine. It's all about the confidence, because at last I choose to be as the Shield Safari, because it was directly related to me. I played the character of the Shield Safari. I did not talk about only the children who are suffering from this kind of disease. I talked about children who, like, there are parents who compare their children, if they are doing better in their marks. So it's not always about the marks, and it's not always about, like, if their children are growing up and earning them some pennies, it obviously, we need to teach them like how to stand, how to make their future. It's important to get good marks, but it's not always to stick to the good marks. Like we can do something different in our life as well, something unique. So if your child is unique, so I took the character of the Scene Safari, and if your child is unique, then you should accept your child. So this was the last and my final decision which I took and which I chose and play the character of the Shield Safari, and I wore a school uniform. And I will just say, just be confident. It's not, it's obviously you have to do some makeup, but it's not about that perfect jaw lines, like I said, or the blush and something, but you can, prepare in advance at least a week or before, so that when you are sitting in the round, you do not feel nervous. And it's not about the language. There is no language constraint in this FSIA platform. And I believe this is the best thing, that there is no language constraint, that you have to speak English or you have to speak, the perfect English. तो अगर आप हिंदी और इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं, you will get that time of 1.5 minutes. So you just need to prepare 3-4 lines in which you can say the each and everything, and you can explain starting from the end, that why are you choosing this character, like if why you have done this makeup related to that character. And I believe that is important. And if anyone has questions, then they can comment, leave the questions in the chat box.
Thank you, Sonal. Thank you so much for sharing your experience, because I'm sure, hearing it from somebody who has gone through that journey always adds a lot of value. So thank you so much for being here. And now I would request the expert of the day, the one who is going to take over and is going to talk about a lot of details, Krishty Attal, to take over. She is a software engineer who is also a content creator, because that is her first love. She is into content creation for 1.5 years now, and she creates content around fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. So welcome on board, Krishty. It's an absolute pleasure having you here. Yes, Sonal.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, I want to talk about Kirti as well. I'm following Kirti from since a couple of days, and I'm following her videos. So I just want to firstly, I want to wish good luck to all of my fellow contestants who will be looking forward to their talent round 2. And I want to say that, if you like someone, don't take it as competitive thing, why she's doing better than me, why she's don't take that much on you, that she is uploading so much of videos on daily basis. I'm not able to do so. If you are liking some content of your fellow contestants, just go to Instagram, follow them, and just watch their videos. Make your mood uplift and do something and support them, I would say. That's it. And I want to thank you, Krishty, for taking out this so much of efforts, and also motivating us, and keep motivating us like this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sonal. So welcome on board, Krishty. It's an absolute pleasure having you here, and it's good reconnecting you with you again. So over to you. Yeah.
Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well, and I'm so excited for this session again. So all the best to you for the second round. So I'm going to share so many things with you today that will help you to create your things for the second round. So without wasting your time, because Harry has already given you my introduction, so I think I don't need that anymore. So I'm sharing with you my screen now. Okay, so I think it's visible now.
Yes, it's visible. You could proceed.
Okay, guys, so we are going to start our session today. So I'm going to tell you about so many things about how you can do self-portrait, how you can edit your pictures, how you can edit your videos, how you can do posing for your videos or your photos, and also about how you can do some angles, how can everything will be changed. And I hope these tips will help you a lot. So we are going to start with the self-portrait tips and tricks. So I'm going to just read it out. don't always look into the camera. For the profile shot, face towards the light. It will give the beautiful glow. Third thing, relax your body while posing and try to give the gentle fade. Okay, so whenever we are clicking something, whenever we are clicking the photo, when you directly look into the camera will capture your nervousness. Camera will capture that particular look, and that doesn't come out that properly as we feel. So be normal, be relaxed. If you're nervous, try to do something before you start shooting. You can listen to songs, you can do something which you like, or maybe just some 5 minutes of walk, that also works. So before starting shooting, you need to be relaxed, because if you're conscious, if you're nervous, your camera is going to take that and it will be completely visible in your photos. So always first thing you need to do is relax yourself before starting it, and do not always look directly into the camera. For sometimes you can do it to give that dreamy look, but not always. If you're creating some portraits, if you're doing some dreamy shot, that time you can like directly look into the camera. We have seen many pictures which are directly like we look into the camera and this dreamy effect comes out, but we don't want that always, right? So that's why when you're clicking normal pictures, when you are not clicking portraits, that time you have to look somewhere else, maybe just little here and there, or maybe above the camera, or little other another angle. That way the camera is not going to click your nervousness, and you will get that proper portrait. Second thing, when you're doing the face shot, towards the light, and it will give you the beautiful glow. Okay, so when I'm doing the face shot, that is profile shot, I'll show you. If you see here, the first picture, that is the profile shot, where we are taking profile shot from particular angles, or we are taking profile shots are basically from we are giving the profiles. We always hear about this left profile, right profile. So we are clicking the pictures from some particular profile angle. So if suppose I want my if I want to show my left side profile, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep my ring light or my source of light at the left side of my face, and I'm going to keep my camera there as well, because I want that particular angle on my face. So that way, if I want the left side profile, camera is going to take left properly angle, and also the light source is on the left side, and that way this particular area will be in the focus. So if you're shooting profile shot, you always need to consider this, that if you're taking left side, you have to take your lights keep your lights toward the left, and same ways for the right. What is the backlight? Okay, so backlight basically when you're keeping your lights behind you, and that is completely giving you some kind of rays are coming from backside of yours, and that will give you completely dreamy effect. So if you see in the second picture, the light source is kept behind that girl, and that way, and that is also not very near, that is very far. That way it's not giving the proper light effect, but it's spreading out the light, and that way it's creating one dreamy effect around that girl. So same way, if you want some dreamy kind of portraits, you can keep your lights behind you. I'm sure you have seen many reels nowadays. People are keeping some lights like yellow light, blue light, green light, red light behind them, and this effect is created around them. That way you can do for your photos as well. Okay, so light adjustment. Backlight and backlight shots are achieve a very dreamy effect. Face your back towards the light, means keeping your light behind you. Use a reflector to bounce the light so that your face doesn't look flat dark. Don't worry if you don't have the reflector, you can use a whiteboard or thermocol in that case. Okay, so when you are keeping the light behind you, what it is doing, your entire face is at the darker side. So to avoid that, what you can do is you can just keep a reflector or some whiteboard or white card sheet board also, that also works. Just keep it that way. So what will happen, the light will reflect and it will come over your face. So that way your face won't look darker. So that is one thing you need to always consider when you are doing lights with shooting with the backlights. Light adjustment. Key light should always be diagonal, no, not straight towards the face. Make sure the light is somewhere on the top diagonal. It will give the decent amount of light. Please keep it at the distance. Okay. So as I said, when we are keeping the light exactly near us, what it will do, the intensity of light is directly coming over your face, and your face is looking like too bright, and it's not natural. So if you want that natural effect, you have to keep your light source at some particular distance, and also try to keep it at some particular angle or diagonally. So right now I have kept my ring light towards my right at the diagonal. That way it's the lights are not coming directly over my face, and its entire thing is looking natural. But if I'm going to keep my lights here, my both sides will be in the shadow, and that way it's not looking in natural. Also the lights will directly come into my face, and it will reflect in my specs. So whenever you're keeping your lights, you have to keep it little diagonal and not directly towards the face. You have to keep it at some distance. That way the lights will be spread out, and it will give proper lightning to all the sides. Okay. Use natural lights. Tips: use natural lights. Avoid shooting in the afternoon. Try shooting in the golden hour. Okay. So if we shoot into the ring light or any source of light, that creates one artificial light. So there is always one grainy effect when you're shooting with the ring light or any artificial lights. But when you're shooting with the natural lights, the entirely proper sun rays, and if you go outside, you will see the difference. Whenever you're shooting outside, the pictures are very clear. The camera also captures each and everything. All the colors are coming very properly, and like everything is in decent way. But when you're shooting with the ring light, it will be more at the darker side. The colors will be little darker. Your photo will be little grainy. So to avoid that, if it's possible, go outside, shoot it. So whenever you're shooting outside, there is a time that calls it golden hour. What is golden hour? So golden hour is basically a timing before after sunrise for 2 hours, and before sunset it is for 2 hours. So where the light rays and sun rays are not very sharper and not very dark, there's always one golden effect inside that sun rays. So if you go inside, if you go like in afternoon, you'll see the light intensity is very high, brightness is very high, and that way your pictures are not coming properly. So try to shoot it either around evening after 5 o'clock, like 4 to 6 or maybe 5 to 7, or in the morning after sunrise before 8 o'clock. So those are the timing which are called as a golden hour. And in that, the light proportion, intensity of the sun rays, everything is so proper that your photos will look so nice. So if you see here in the third picture, if you see, there's a sunlight, but in very proper amount. It's not that too dark. It is not that saturated. And if you go and shoot same thing in the afternoon, you will see very high bright yellow effect, because in afternoon sun rays are having very bright yellow lights, not the golden lights. We need that golden yellow and orangish effect. So that for that you need to always shoot in golden hours and try to avoid shooting afternoons. Afternoon you can shoot it at your home, because when we have that lights also, proper lights also, there's a proper light rays which are coming at our home, and also the intensity is not that too dark. So you can shoot in the afternoon inside your home, but still I would prefer going outside and shooting in the after evening or in the morning. Okay, so editing apps. So whenever we're clicking the pictures, we always do not click the proper pictures. There is some things, maybe there are some brightness adjustment, there are some other adjustments, sometimes there are some unwanted objects inside the pictures. So how we can edit the pictures? Because every time the pictures are not perfect, and there's little bit of adjustment is always needed. So which app do I use personally? So I usually use 3-4 apps, and I'm going to share with you which all apps I use. So basically I use Lightroom, Snapseed, and PixArt, and also Prequel sometimes. Let me tell you the difference. Okay. So Lightroom is basically I'm using when I have correction towards it, about the lights, about the entire picture, and when I want some particular like there are the curves also given and the sliders are given. So suppose I just want to increase the brightness of the picture, or I want to do the sharpening in the picture, or I want to add a complete one present. There are presents which there's a effect which are predefined. Those are called as a present inside Lightroom, and those you can directly use, and that will completely change your picture's entire filtering. It means entire picture will be changed. So what I do with the Lightroom, if you see in this picture, there's a before and after, you will see. So the first picture is outside, it's but there's little bit darkness in the picture if you see. So what I'm doing is I'm here increasing brightness of the picture. I'm changing a little bit green color. You can always select colors and you can change the colors inside that picture. Means here the green shade, if you see, it's a little darker side. So what I did in the after picture, I just changed a little bit of the green color, and that is coming out very properly. It's popping out directly in the picture, and the entire picture look is changed. So that way, if you want entire pictures filter to be changed, you can use Lightroom. You can adjust the brightness, saturation, or you can change the colors as well in using Lightroom. So Snapseed. What is Snapseed? Snapseed is basically the same thing in a less professional way, I would say. Lightroom is very professional. They have some free features. There are some features which are paid, but the free features are enough to edit our picture. So Snapseed, same. Snapseed is giving us the same options, but there's one plus thing in the Snapseed. That is what we can do the spot correction. What is spot correction? Okay, so suppose there's my entire picture, and at some spot only, I don't want to increase the intensity of my entire picture. I just want to increase the intensity, maybe of my face, maybe of some object. That way, using Snapseed, there is a spot corrector which I can use. I can add spot to there, and I can increase the brightness to that particular area of the picture, not the entire picture. That is a very plus thing for the Snapseed. So what is Snapseed used for? Basic correction, brightness, contrast, saturation. If you're not aware of the editing much, you can use the Snapseed. That will give you very basic and very easy ways to increase your brightness, increase saturation, increase contrast. And also you can change your picture to HDR using HDR effects in the Snapseed. So, okay. So if you see here, before and after, so sunrays are coming directly to my face, and it's giving one nice effect, but the brightness is little lower. So what I did, I just used spot corrector, and I just increased intensity of the sunrise towards my right side only. If you see the background is still at the darker side, but I have just increased the brightness towards this side of the picture, towards the right side of the picture. So that way you can just increase the brightness of the one part only, and you can keep the other part same as it was, or maybe decrease the brightness. Anyways, you can do it. So that is basically the main difference between the Snapseed and the and Lightroom. Lightroom is basically at the higher and more professional way. Snapseed gives you the very easy access and very easy ways to change your change and apply filters. Okay, so third is PixArt. So what is PixArt? PixArt is really famous app nowadays. You can directly change your backgrounds. You can add any objects. You can add any stickers. You can have different templates. So inside PixArt, there are already some templates are given, which you can directly use, and your picture will be ready. You can directly use beauty tools to smoothen your skin, to add lipstick, to anything. The beauty tools are also there in the Snapseed to do something related to your face, means to correct your face. So you can smooth your skin, you can add change, you can add lipsticks, you can add blushes, anything that you can do using PixArt. But I usually don't use it for beauty things. I use it for the stickers. So what is the stickers? By using PixArt, you can change your background directly. If you are having background with some object, you can remove those background. You can add directly different background to the picture. You can add some GIFs or collages to the pictures. So let me show you here. Here, if you see in this third picture, the background is very plain, normal, just a wall. And after using Snapseed, we can add background sticker and remove some particular part over my face, and directly we can change it to plain background to some beautiful background. Same way, just a minute. Okay, same way, if you see here in this picture, the picture is very normal selfie, but I have added one sticker, that is Vogue sticker, and it directly I converted that basic picture to the magazine cover. Same way, you can add any sticker and you can add any element to your picture, and your picture will be completely different. In the next picture, if you see in the before picture, there's no stars in the sky. But in after picture, I have added some stars in the sky, and that way this picture has become very dreamy, and there's lights also proper, rays are also coming. There's a nice background also here. So this way you can add stickers and remove some particular area in the picture and add sticker. That way your picture will be completely changed. So for this picture, I have added tutorial on my Instagram page. You can go and check it out. You will find the how to add this particular Vogue thing or any sticker and remove some particular areas or like that. You can directly go and check it out on my Instagram page if you want. So last is prequel. Prequel is having predefined set of filters and effect. In that, there's a video editing also. There's a sound and introduction also. So if you want to edit your videos and add some nice introduction to that, you can go into the prequel and use it. If you want, if you are not aware like how to do editing, how to add filters to your pictures, there are so many predefined filters given in the prequel. Just import your pictures and add a filter which you want, and directly your picture will be converted to the filtered picture. That also you can use it for the prequel, and that is very easy. Okay. So next part is we talked about, okay. So we talked about how to take pictures. We talked about how to edit pictures. Now the next thing, how to pose in the picture. Like everyone is saying, some people are saying that I'm not photogenic, my pictures are not coming well. Some people are saying I look fat in the picture. I'm looking very short in the pictures. My pictures are not coming out that great. So there's nothing like that. It's just all game of your angles. Like some angles change and your pictures will be completely different. Okay, so here, how to look slimmer. Never pose beside a thin person, especially if you're wearing the same dress. Never be closest to the person to the camera. Okay, so never stand beside the thin person. Why that? When you're standing to beside the thin person, it's obvious that your body shape is going to look more fatter because the person is already very thin, and that way the comparison is started. Like even if person don't want to compare, then that is naturally when you're looking in the picture, the comparison happens automatically, and that way you look little fatter than the person who's standing behind you, besides you. So if you want to avoid that, you can always stand somewhere else, or maybe with the person who is equal to your body shape, somewhere like that. If you stand that way, you're not going to get compared with the thin person, and same way goes to the normal person. If you're thin and if you're standing with the person who is a little more fat, you're going to look very thin in that picture, because the person is having a heavy body. That's why your body is going to look very thin, and that way this illusion is created in the picture. So try avoid to stand beside the picture who is not equal to your body shape. Never be closest to the person to the camera. Okay, very simple example for them. When you're clicking a picture, when you're clicking the selfies, I'm sure many of you avoid to take selfies because you say my face is looking bigger in the selfies. I won't take selfies, this and that. So why? क्यों नहीं लेना है आपको selfie? जब आप सेल्फी लेते हो तब आपका कैमरा इज वेरी नियर टू यू, आपका कैमरा आपके हाथ में है, जो बहुत नजदीक है। दैट पे जो कैमरा का एंगल होता है वो डायरेक्टली फोकस करेगा आपके फेस के ऊपर। सेम वे जब आप बैक शॉट ले रहे हो और अगर आपका कैमरा आपने रखा हुआ है वेरी नियर, अगर मैं यहाँ खड़ी और मेरा कैमरा अगर यहाँ है, तो उस कैमरा के लिए एज मी एज ए ऑब्जेक्ट एक प्रॉपर जो फोकस होता है डायरेक्टली ऑब्जेक्ट पे जाएगा, यानी मुझ पे जाएगा, एंड मेरा एरिया वुड बी लुक बिगर, मतलब मैं ज्यादा लाइक फैट दिखने लग जाऊंगी। सो इफ यू वांट, आप कैमरा को एट सर्टेन डिस्टेंस रखिए, तो आपका जो कैमरा है वो प्रॉपरली फोकस हो पाएगा, एंड एंटायरली आपका जो साइडवेज भी है वो प्रॉपरली होगा, जिससे आप ज्यादा फैट नहीं दिखोगे, आप स्लिमर दिखोगे। सो थर्ड, use whatever props or hand to hide your protecting body parts. Okay, so what it is, अगर आपका बेली फैट है और आपको वो फोटोज में बहुत ज्यादा दिख के आ रहा है, तो आप क्या करोगे? एड सम हैंड पोस्चर्स और मे बी कोई प्रॉप्स लेके, आप सपोज आपके पास पर्स है तो आप पर्स को इस वे में पकड़ो जिससे आपका जो बॉडी बेली फैट है वो हाइड होगा, या फिर आप कोई ऐसा पोज दो जिससे, सपोज मैंने सिर्फ हाथ ऐसे सामने रख दिए या थोड़े से ऐसे रख दिए, जिससे मेरा बेली फैट का जो पोर्शन है वो थोड़ा विजिबल नहीं रहेगा, मतलब हाइड हो जाएगा, जिससे वो मेरा बेली फैट है वो कवर हो जाएगा और उस पर फोकस नहीं जाएगा। अगर मैं सिर्फ ऐसे स्टैंड में ऐसे ही डायरेक्टली खड़ी हूँ तो कंप्लीटली मेरा डायरेक्ट फोकस जाता है जहां पे मेरा बेली फैट हो। तो अगर आप इस पिक्चर में देखोगे, दिस लेडी इज स्टैंडिंग स्ट्रेट, तो अगर आप देखोगे आपका फोकस डायरेक्टली जा रहा है टुवर्ड्स हर बेली फैट, जिससे वो ज्यादा मोटी दिख के आ रही है, बट दैट इज नॉट द केस। थोड़ा सा एंगल चेंज, लेडी ने थोड़ा सा एंगल चेंज कर दिया, थोड़ा सा पोज चेंज कर दिया, थोड़ा सा लीन हो गए वॉल पे, जिससे आपका जो शेप होता है बॉडी का वो चेंज हो जाता है और फोकस विल बी शिफ्टेड फ्रॉम दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया टू अदर एरिया। सो दैट वे आपको ट्राई करना है कि आप डायरेक्टली स्ट्रेट खड़े नहीं होंगे, या तो आप थोड़ा सा पोज चेंज कर दोगे या एंगल चेंज कर दोगे। ओके, सो टर्न योर शोल्डर्स टू 45 डिग्री एंगल टू द कैमरा। ओके, तो जैसे मैंने बोला, अगर आप स्ट्रेट खड़े हो तो आपका कंप्लीट फोकस आपके कंप्लीट बॉडी पे जाता है, कैमरा का पूरा फोकस। अगर आप इस पिक्चर में देखोगे तो ये लेडी स्ट्रेट खड़े हैं, जिससे फोकस कंप्लीटली उनके ऊपर जा रहा है, एंड द साइज ऑफ द लेडी थोड़ा सा मोटा दिख के आ रहा है। बट आप थोड़ा सा चेंज कर दोगे, 45 डिग्री में खड़े रहोगे, तो अगर आप देख रहे हो एंगल ही कंप्लीटली चेंज हो जाता है, जिससे आप थोड़ा स्लिम दिख के आते हो। तो आपको ट्राई करना है कि आप स्ट्रेट पिक्चर्स, ऐसे नहीं है कि नहीं लेना है, स्ट्रेट पिक्चर्स भी लेने हैं, बट आपको थोड़ा सा एंगल देना है, जिससे आपका फोकस चेंज हो जाता है फ्रॉम योर बॉडी पार्ट्स टू योर फेस। सो दिस थिंग यू ऑलवेज नीड टू टेक केयर ऑफ। लास्ट थिंग, चिन फॉरवर्ड एंड डाउन। ओके, जब आप स्ट्रेट ऐसे देख रहे हो जैसे इस पिक्चर में दिया हुआ है, उससे क्या हो रहा है, जब चिन मेरा नॉर्मल रखा हुआ या तो ऐसे थोड़ा ऊपर रखा हुआ है, उससे मेरा डबल चिन का एरिया ज्यादा फोकस में आ रहा है, जिससे मेरा फेस दिख के आता है कि डबल चिन है, बिकॉज द एंगल इज दिस साइड, लाइक थोड़ा सा ऊपर रहने की वजह से एंगल ये साइड है, तो यहाँ पे दिख के आता है। तो आपको क्या करना है, फेस थोड़ा सा डाउन रखना है, थोड़ा सा चिन को फॉरवर्ड लेना है, जिससे क्या होगा, एक चिन का एंगल क्रिएट होता है, जिससे आपका डबल चिन हाइड हो जाता है। तो आपको हमेशा ये चीज ध्यान रखना है कि अगर आप फोटोज ले रहे हो, थोड़ा सा आप एंगल चेंज करो, या तो आप उसके साथ प्रॉप्स यूज करो, थोड़ा सा आप हैंड्स की पोजेस यूज करो, और ट्राई करो डायरेक्टली कैमरा में नहीं, थोड़ा सा एंगल आपका पूरा पिक्चर चेंज कर देता है। ओके, हाउ टू लुक टॉलर। Position the angle of your camera from the below. Take walking photos, fill the entire frame, stand straight. ठीक है, फर्स्ट थिंग, अगर मेरा कैमरा रखा हुआ है डायरेक्टली सामने, उससे क्या होगा, मेरा कैमरा प्लस मेरा हेड इक्वल हो गया, जिससे कैमरा विल कैप्चर ऑब्जेक्ट टुवर्ड्स द डाउन साइड, जिससे मेरा हाइट हो जाएगा कम। अगर आप इस पिक्चर में देखोगे, कैमरा अगर ज्यादा ऊपर एंगल पे रखा है या स्ट्रेट एंगल पे रखा है, तो आपका हाइट काउंट हो जाता है थोड़ा सा कम। बट अगर आप आपका कैमरा रखोगे 2/4 ऑफ योर हाइट और थोड़ा या फिर थोड़ा सा आपके शोल्डर लेवल से नीचे, जिससे क्या होगा, कैमरा का एंगल वाइडन हो जाता है टुवर्ड्स द अपर साइड, जिससे आपका हाइट ज्यादा दिख के आता है। तो अगर आप इस पिक्चर में देखोगे, कैमरा का एंगल थोड़ा सा नीचे है, जिससे हाइट ज्यादा दिख के आता है। सेम वेज अगर आप स्ट्रेट खड़े हो या जस्ट पोज दे रहे हो स्ट्रेट खड़े होके, उससे भी आपका हाइट मैटर हो जाता है। बट अगर आप कोई मूविंग इफेक्ट दे रहे हो या तो आप वॉक करते हुए कैंडिड पिक्चर्स ले रहे हो, उससे आपका बॉडी शेप और आपका हाइट ज्यादा इलोंगेटेड दिख के आता है, जिससे आपका हाइट ज्यादा दिखता है। ओके, फिल द इंटायर फ्रेम। सपोज मैं खड़ी हूँ, एक नाइस ग्राफिटी वॉल है बिसाइड और मैं ऐसे यहाँ पे खड़ी हूँ, तो जिससे क्या होगा, इंटायर फ्रेम है वो वॉल ले रहा है, और उस बड़े वॉल के सामने ऑब्वियसली मैं इतना सा फोटो में दिख के आऊंगी, जिससे मेरा हाइट बहुत कम दिख के आएगा। तो आपको ट्राई करना है कि आप अगर पिक्चर्स ले रहे हो तो आप ज्यादा छोटे नहीं दिख के आओ, मतलब आपको उस पर्टिकुलर फ्रेम का 2/3 ऑफ दैट फ्रेम आपको कवर करना है। मतलब अगर मेरा वॉल है तो मैं ट्राई क्या करूंगी, मुझे वॉल भी लिख के आना है, मुझे मेरा हाइट भी दिखाना है, तो मैं क्या करूंगी, वॉल से बहुत दूर खड़ी होंगी, मतलब एक पर्टिकुलर डिस्टेंस मेंटेन रखूंगी इन द वॉल एंड इन मी, तो जिससे मेरा जब कैमरा रहेगा वो फोकस फर्स्ट मुझ पे करेगा, जिससे मेरा जो हाइट है वो प्रॉपरली कैप्चर होगा, और पीछे वॉल आएगा, जिससे ये भी क्लियर हो जाएगा कि वॉल इज बिग, और ऑल्सो जो आपका हाइट है वो प्रॉपरली दिख के आता है। तो आपका जो मेन ऑब्जेक्ट होता है जिसके साथ खड़े रह के आप पिक्चर ले रहे हो, आपको ट्राई करना है कि उससे आप डिस्टेंस रखोगे। ओके, स्टैंड स्ट्रेट। तो अगर आप लाउजी खड़े हो, यहाँ स्टैंड स्ट्रेट का मतलब होता है कि आप स्ट्रेट एकदम अटेंशन पोजीशन में फोटोज नहीं लोगे। इधर होता है कि अगर आप थोड़ा लाउजी खड़े हो, ऐसे होता है कि हम रिलैक्स हो जाते हैं, तो रिलैक्स होने से क्या होता है, थोड़ा आपके शोल्डर डाउन हो जाते हैं, हम थोड़ा लाउजी दिख के आते हैं वो फोटोज में। तो आपको ट्राई करना है, आप वैसे लाउजी खड़े नहीं रहो, आपके शोल्डर शुड बी ऑलवेज टाइट, आपको प्रॉपरली खड़े रहना है, ज्यादा रिलैक्स मोड में नहीं जाना है। रिलैक्स मोड का मतलब होता है कि ये नहीं कि आप नर्वस होकर फोटो लो, आपको ये करना है कि आप रिलैक्स हो मेंटली, बट बॉडी आपका रिलैक्स ज्यादा मोड में नहीं होना चाहिए। यू शुड बी कॉन्फिडेंट, सेम वे आपका बॉडी शुड बी टाइट इनफ, जिससे फोटोज में प्रॉपर एक कॉन्फिडेंस दिख के आता है। ओके, और ऑल्सो टू लुक मोर टॉलर, मैंने कल ही एक वीडियो अपलोड किया है ऑन माई इंस्टाग्राम, जिससे आपको कुछ टिप्स मिलेंगे कि आप वेयरिंग सम चीजें, मतलब लाइक क्लोथ्स आप क्या पहन सकते हो जिससे आपका लुक टॉलर लुक आएगा। उसमें मैंने वीडियो में बताया है 3 चीजें। एक तो अगर आप ऐसे क्लोथ पहनोगे जिससे आप आपका जो बॉडी फिटिंग क्लोथ्स होते हैं, वैसे जो थोड़े से टाइट होते हैं, नॉट टू टाइट, आपका बॉडी फिटेड जो क्लोथ्स होते हैं अगर वैसे पहनोगे उससे आपका हाइट थोड़ा इलोंगेटेड दिख के आना है। बट अगर आप लूज क्लोथ्स पहनोगे तो आपका हाइट शॉर्टन दिख के आता है। और 2-3 टिप्स उस वीडियो में है, आप लोग इंस्टाग्राम पे जाकर देख सकते हो। नेक्स्ट थिंग, हाउ टू लुक फोटोजेनिक। ओके, सो फोटोजेनिक दिखना इज नॉट अबाउट हाउ यू लुक, या आप कैसे दिख रहे हो या आपका स्किन कलर क्या है। इट्स अबाउट सम एंगल्स, एडिंग सम प्रॉप्स, एडिंग सम एक्सेसरीज एंड चेंजिंग सम थिंग्स, जिससे आपका जो फोटोज होता है वो प्रॉपरली बहुत अच्छे से एक फ्रेम में आ जाता है। तो इट्स नॉट कि आप बुरे दिख रहे हो या मैं अच्छी दिख रही या मैं बुरी दिख रही हूँ, इट्स नॉट दैट। मैं किस एंगल में फोटोज ले रही हूँ, मैं किस प्रॉप्स के साथ फोटो ले रही हूँ, मैंने क्या एक्सेसरीज ऐड की है फोटो में, कुछ एलिमेंट्स ऐड करने से आपका कंप्लीटली फोटो का लुक कंप्लीटली चेंज हो जाता है। तो फर्स्ट थिंग, लीन अगेंस्ट अ ब्यूटीफुल वॉल। अगर कोई वॉल है, सपोज नाइस स्ट्रक्चर्ड वॉल है, तो उसके साथ मैं फोटो लूंगी, नॉट लाइक कि मैं कंप्लीट वॉल ले रही हूँ, जस्ट अ पर्टिकुलर एरिया ऑफ दैट, उसके साथ मैं खड़ी हूँ, थोड़ा सा लीन हो गई, उससे वॉल का जो कलर होता है वो पॉप होता है, प्लस आपका जो पोज होता है वो ज्यादा पॉप होके आता है, जिससे आपका फोटो का चेंज लुक कंप्लीटली चेंज हो जाता है। अब उस वॉल के सामने अगर कंप्लीट वॉल ले रहे हो और आप जस्ट स्टैंड स्ट्रेट खड़े हो गए, तो फोटो प्रॉपरली नहीं आता है। आपको पूरा वॉल है उसका थोड़ा सा ही पोर्शन में आपको बस खड़े रहना है, जिससे आप 2/3 फोटो में कवर हो रहे हो और बैकग्राउंड में थोड़ा सा वॉल आ रहा है। और उसके साथ आपको थोड़ा सा पोज, या तो आप लीन हो गए या तो आप बस हाथ रख दिया वॉल पे, समथिंग लाइक दैट, जिससे आपका एक एलिमेंट ऐड हो जाता है। सेम वे प्ले अराउंड योर ड्रेस और स्कर्ट। ओके, तो अगर आपने ड्रेस पहना है या आपने साड़ी पहनी है या आपने जस्ट घाघरा पहना है तो आप स्कर्ट के साथ थोड़ा सा खेल सकते हो, या आप दुपट्टा है तो दुपट्टा को हवा में उठा सकते हो। सेम वे ये जैसे ड्रेस को इन्होंने चेंज किया, थोड़ा सा ट्विर्ल कर सकते हो जिससे ड्रेस का फ्रिल हवे में आ जाता है। सेम वे या तो अपनी साड़ी पहना है तो आपकी पल्लू के साथ थोड़ा सा आप पोज दे सकते हो कि लाइक हवा में उछाल दिया लाइक दैट। तो जिससे एक एलिमेंट ऐड हो जाता है उस फोटो में, एक मूवमेंट ऐड हो जाती है। मूवमेंट अगर ऐड हो गई एक पर्टिकुलर फोटो में तो आपका वो फोटो कंप्लीटली डिफरेंटली एकदम दिख के आता है। मतलब आप अगर देखो नॉर्मल पिक्चर और विद द फ्लाइंग पल्लू और फ्लाइंग दुपट्टा पिक्चर, हमेशा आपको फ्लाइंग दुपट्टा वाला पिक्चर ही अच्छा लगेगा। तो सेम वे आप वो कर सकते हो। और अगर कुछ नहीं है, बालों के साथ खेलो, बालों को थोड़ा सा उड़ाओ या कुछ जिससे आप ट्वेल कर रहे हो तो आपके बाल उड़ जा मतलब थोड़े से फ्लाई होते हो। दैट ऑल्सो गिव्स यू अ नाइस वेरी इफेक्ट टू योर फोटो, जिससे फोटो का जो पूरा एक दिखता है फ्रेम वो प्रॉपरली उभर के आता है। वेयर एक्सेसरीज लाइक सनग्लासेस, इयररिंग, नेकपीस एक्सेट्रा। ओके, तो अगर आप कुछ पिक्चर्स ले रहे हो और आपके पास एक्सेसरीज है तो हमें बचपन से एक आदत होती है कि यार गॉगल चाहिए, गॉगल के साथ फोटो ले लिया हम, या तो फिर हम बच्चों के भी फोटोज लेते हैं तो हम गॉगल ऐड कर देते हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि वो एक एक्सेसरीज ऐड होने से पर्टिकुलर फोटो का जो इफेक्ट होता है वो कम्प्लीटली चेंज हो जाता है। आपका जो पर्सनालिटी है वो डिफरेंटली दिख के आता है, मोर कॉन्फिडेंट वे में दिख के आता है। तो अगर आपके पास कोई स्टेटमेंट इयररिंग्स है, स्टेटमेंट एक्सेसरीज है, कुछ नहीं तो बस थोड़े सा इयररिंग्स, सिर्फ इयररिंग्स पहन लिया, या मैंने सिर्फ गले में नेकलेस पहन लिया, या मैंने कुछ चश्मा पहन लिया जैसे मैंने अभी पहना है, जिससे क्या होगा मेरा लुक जो है कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट होगा। अगर मैंने चश्मा उतार दिया मेरा लुक कम्प्लीटली चेंज हो गया। बट अगर यही मैंने चश्मा फिर से पहना है, आप ट्राई करो कि आपको ज्यादा एक्सेसरीज पसंद नहीं है, थोड़ा सा मिनिमल आता है। नेक्स्ट थिंग, पुट योर हैंड्स इन पॉकेट। ओके, अब जब हैंड्स पॉकेट में पुट करते हो तो उससे आपका फोटो में एक रिलैक्स्ड पोज दिख के आता है। मतलब आप पोज भी दे रहे हो प्लस उसमें आपका कॉन्फिडेंस, आपका रिलैक्सेशन आपके फेस पे दिख के आता है। जब भी अगर हम पॉकेट में हाथ डाल के कब खड़े रहते हैं, जब हम रिलैक्स हो जाते हैं। नॉर्मली अगर मैं बाहर खड़ी हूँ और मैं बस खड़ी हूँ तो मेरा पॉकेट में हाथ अपने आप जाता है। क्यों? बिकॉज वो एक रिलैक्स पोजिशन होता है। तो सेम वे में आप फेक कैंडिड क्रिएट करके, फेक कैंडिड का आई थिंक एवरीवन नोज फेक कैंडिड, पर एक फेक कैंडिड क्रिएट करके आप आपका पॉकेट में स्लाइटली हाथ डाल दिया, या तो मैंने जैकेट पहना तो मैंने जैकेट में एक हैंड डाल दिया, उससे एक पोज डिफरेंटली क्रिएट होता है। तो आप ये छोटी छोटी चीजें आप ट्राई करके आपका फोटो का नॉर्मल लुक से एक एनहांस्ड लुक आ जाता है। स्विंग योर हैंड बैग। ओके, तो मैंने जैसे ऑलरेडी बोला आपके पास जो भी है आप उसको स्विंग करो, आपका दुपट्टा स्विंग करो या आपका घाघरा स्विंग करो या कुछ भी करो, उससे एक मूवमेंट ऐड हो जाता है फोटो में, जिससे एक फोटो का जो पर्टिकुलर लुक होता है वो एनहांस हो जाता है। तो सपोज इस पिक्चर में जैसे इस लेडी ने थोड़ा सा स्विंग किया हैंड बैग, जिससे उससे हमें ये मूवमेंट दिख के आ रहा है कि शी इज वॉकिंग। इवन इफ वो वॉक नहीं कर रही है, उसने बस स्विंग किया बट एक मूवमेंट दिख के आ रहा है, हमें समझ में आ रहा है कि वो वॉक कर रहे थे। बट अगर यही पर्स नॉर्मली रहता, सिर्फ हाथ में पकड़ा हुआ रहता, तो वो एक पता चल जाता था कि वो पोज दे रही है। तो आपको एक कैंडिडनेस क्रिएट करना है फोटो में, आपको एक मूवमेंट क्रिएट करना है फोटो में। दैट वे आपका फोटो का एनहांसमेंट हो जाता है, लुक चेंज हो जाता है। ओके, लुक अवे फ्रॉम द कैमरा। ओके, तो जैसे मैंने पहले भी बोला था आपको डायरेक्टली कैमरा में नहीं देखना है, आपको थोड़ा सा एंगल चेंज करना है। अगर मेरा कैमरा यहाँ है तो मैं थोड़ा सा एंगल चेंज करूंगी, जिससे मेरा फोटो में है वो ऑब्वियस मेरा नर्वसनेस भी दिख के नहीं आता, प्लस एक कैंडिडनेस भी क्रिएट हो जाता है। तो कुछ शॉट्स होते हैं जो हम डायरेक्टली कैमरा के अंदर रहते हैं, बट वो मोस्टली प्रोफाइल शॉट्स होते हैं या तो डायरेक्टली पोर्ट्रेट शॉट होते हैं, जिससे हमारा सिर्फ इतना एरिया रहता है उन फोटोज में हम कैमरा में देखते हैं टू क्रिएट दैट इफेक्ट। बट दैट ऑल्सो कब होता है? जब आप बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस हो और आपका कॉन्फिडेंस उस फोटो में दिख के आना चाहिए। तो दैट वे आपको क्रिएट करना है एक इल्यूजन। तो बेसिकली इट्स ऑल अबाउट कि आप, फर्स्ट थिंग होता है कि लाइटनिंग इफेक्ट्स, आपको लाइट प्रॉपर वे में कलेक्ट करना है। आपका लाइट्स आपको हमेशा आपसे थोड़ा सा दूर रखना है और एंगल में रखना है। सेकेंड थिंग होता है कि आप पोज क्या कर रहे हो। आपको पोज ऐसे देना है जिससे आपका कॉन्फिडेंस दिख के आए, प्लस आपका बॉडी हाइड हो जाए। अगर आपको लग रहा है मैं यहाँ से मोटी दिख रही हूँ, वहां से मोटी दिख रही हूँ, तो आपको थोड़ा सा एंगल चेंज करना है। आपको 45 डिग्री हो जाना है, या तो आपको पोज वैसे चेंज करना है। फोर्थ थिंग होता है कि एक्सेसरीज ऐड करने हैं। एक्सेसरीज ऐड करने से एक लेवल चेंज हो जाता है। मूवमेंट ऐड करने से कैंडिडेट्स क्रिएट हो जाता है, जिससे आपका फोटोज एक नॉर्मल फोटो से एक एनहांस फोटोज और इंस्टाग्रामेबल फोटोज आ जाता है। एंड लास्ट थिंग होता है एडिटिंग। एडिटिंग आपको ज्यादा भी नहीं करना है कि आपका नेचुरल फोटो कंप्लीटली फेक दिखने लग जाए। एडिटिंग होती है सिर्फ टू एनहांस सम पॉइंट, टू ऐड थोड़ा सा ब्राइटनेस, मे बी थोड़ा सा डार्कर फोटो तो ब्राइटनेस ऐड कर दिया या शार्पनेस ऐड कर दिया, जिससे आपके जो हाईलाइट्स होते हैं या की पॉइंट्स होते हैं वो शार्प हो जाते हैं। या तो कुछ इफेक्ट्स ट्राई कर दिए जिससे आपका फोटो का जो लुक होता है थोड़ा सा चेंज हो गया। बट अगर आप बहुत सारा एडिटिंग भी करोगे तो उससे भी फेकनेस दिख के आता है। तो आपको एडिटिंग एट द मिनिमल रख के प्रॉपरली एक इफेक्ट देना है फोटो को, जिससे आपका फोटो भी अच्छे से दिख गया, प्लस आपका जो मेन नेचुरल लुक होता है वो भी कंप्लीटली दिख गया है। सो दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे फ्रॉम माय साइड। ये कुछ टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स है जो यूजुअली मैं खुद ट्राई करती हूँ। और अगर आप देखोगे, आपने मेरा इंस्टाग्राम देखा है, तो मेरे मैक्सिमम पिक्चर्स होते हैं जो मैं घर पे क्लिक करती हूँ या खुद से क्लिक करती हूँ। तो दैट वे यू कैन क्रिएट योर पिक्चर्स एंड आपको उससे ज्यादा हेल्प होगा। सो दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे फ्रॉम माय साइड। आपको और कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है, आपको और कोई भी डाउट्स है, आप मुझे इंस्टाग्राम पे डीएम कर सकते हो। मेरे इंस्टाग्राम पे ऑलरेडी बहुत सारे ट्यूटोरियल्स बनाए हुए हैं अबाउट द क्लोथिंग, अबाउट द स्टाइल्स, और बहुत सारी चीजें आप वहां जाके भी देख सकते हो। एंड दैट्स इट। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, Krishty. Thank you so much. I have shared Krishty's details, Instagram details into the chat box. Make sure you guys do follow her and look out for observations. And I'm sure she would be more than happy to take all your questions and queries related to photography. So in case you guys have any questions right now as well, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yes.
Okay, Krishty, I think we are sorted as always. I don't think, most of the times your sessions are very, very clear and all about. So thank you so much for being here with us, Krishty. It was an absolute pleasure and have a lovely evening ahead. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, Hari. Bye-bye. All the best, everyone.
All right, ladies, I hope you guys had fun with this and it's all sorted. Now tell me, any queries for talent round 2? Just one. Okay, Yasmin, I'll come to you. Just एक चीज मैं clear कर